Phoenix police shoot and kill more people than they should, much more than officers in other cities. That's one of the biggest findings from the Department of Justice after a 3-year investigation. I'm ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscobing, and right now you're watching part of a special ABC 15 project. We're taking the DOJ's 126-page report and creating a video version. Now, if you want to see what we're covering, scan the QR code for an official copy of the DOJ's report. In this story, we're going through the section on unreasonable deadly force, specifically Phoenix's high rate of fatal shootings, and how officers add to the problem with poor and risky tactics. And a warning, in this story, we will air video from 2 different police shootings.
But when you look at the statistics, there is no getting around it. Phoenix appears to be a violent and dangerous city.
It's no mystery Phoenix police shoot a lot of people.
It's the highest rate of deadly encounters in the country when adjusted for population.
And that's why it's no surprise to see the numbers highlighted early in the DOJ's report. From 2018 to 2023, 74 fatal shootings and 75 non-fatal. Quote, for big city police departments, Phoenix PD has one of the highest rates of fatal shootings in the country per year. So why is that? Well, the DOJ said it reviewed every Phoenix PD police shooting from January 2019 to December 2022 and found several reasons. One of them, Phoenix PD officers placed themselves in situations of tactical disadvantage that substantially increased the likelihood that they will fire their guns. The DOJ report cited 3 examples. Now, names and dates were not included, but by matching their details to our database of police shootings and our past reporting, we identified 2 of them, the deaths of James Garcia and Ali Osman.
Pressure on Phoenix police today to immediately release the body camera footage of a controversial July 4th shooting.
Let's begin with the Garcia case.
You can see it in the video. His hands were like this and he jumped like that, and when he did, they opened fire.
This is from the DOJ report. Quote, the officers responded to a call about a man with a knife and spotted a man sitting behind the wheel of a parked car.
Okay, I gave my information.
They spoke with the man for a few moments, but he refused to get out of the car and instead rolled up his window. An officer then noticed the man held a gun in his hand.
Hey, what the? Get your hand off the gun!
The officers had boxed in the car with the patrol SUV, so there was little risk the man could flee. The officers could have backed away, cleared the immediate area of bystanders, and then taken cover behind nearby vehicles.
He's got a gun.
Instead, one officer positioned himself inches from the driver's side window and pointed his gun at the man, shouting commands. That officer summoned a second officer to stand next to him, exposing both officers to the armed man. A third officer approached the opposite side of the car and broke the front passenger window. Body-worn camera video showed that the driver flinched as the third officer broke the window, but the video did not capture whether the man did anything with the gun in his hand.
Take the window out!
Almost immediately, the first 2 officers fired 16 rounds into the car, killing the man.
More backlash after that body camera video showed Phoenix police officers killing a man who was throwing rocks.
Now to the Osman case. Again, from the DOJ report. Quote, Phoenix PD officers sometimes magnify the risk of serious injury by abandoning cover and shooting when there is no threat to officers or the public. Officers noticed a man throwing rocks at their vehicle as they passed him. They stopped down the road and called dispatch to request that an officer come to the scene with less lethal projectiles. But the officers did not wait for a less lethal weapon to arrive. Instead, they drove back to the man, stopping within throwing distance of him, and got out of their car with guns drawn. When he started to throw another rock, officers unreasonably fired 4 shots and killed him. Bottom line, the DOJ found officers create more danger than necessary, and their, quote, poor tactics result in unconstitutional force. And a final note about those cases we just showed you. Criminally, all officers were cleared by the county attorney's office. As for lawsuits, the Garcia case was recently dismissed because of qualified immunity, but the Osman lawsuit recently settled for a lot. $5.5 million, and 1 officer was fired. I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
The Phoenix Police Department did not provide a response to the specific issues and cases raised in this story. In a general statement, though, a spokesperson told us, quote, we take the Justice Department's report extremely seriously and are taking time to thoroughly understand it. Dave will have more stories in this special series next week. To learn more about our project and see all of the reporting, go to abc15.com/DOJ.